Item number SCP-096. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-096 is to be contained in its cell, a 5 meter by 5 meter by 5 meter airtight steel cube at all times. Weekly checks for any cracks or holes are mandatory. There are to be absolutely no video surveillance or optical tools of any kind inside of SCP-096's cell. Security personnel will use pre-installed pressure sensors and laser detectors to ensure SCP-096's presence inside the cell. Any and all photos, videos, or recordings of SCP-096's likenesses are strictly forbidden without approval from Dr. and 05. Description. SCP-096 is a humanoid creature measuring approximately 2.38 meters in height. Subject shows very little muscle mass, with preliminary analysis of the body mass suggesting mild malnutrition. Arms are grossly out of proportion with the rest of subject's body, with an approximate length of 1.5 meters each. Skin is mostly devoid of pigmentation with no sign of any body hair. SCP-096's jaw can open to 4 times the norm of an average human. Other facial features remain similar to an average human, with the exception of the eyes, which are also devoid of pigmentation. It is not yet known whether SCP-096 is blind or not. Shows no signs of any higher brain functions, and is not considered to be sapient. SCP-096 is normally extremely docile, with pressure sensors inside its cell indicating it spends most of the day pacing by the eastern wall. However, when someone views SCP-096's face, whether it be directly via video recording or even a photograph, it will enter a stage of considerable emotional distress. SCP-096 will cover its face with its hands and begin screaming, crying, and babbling incoherently, approximately 1 to 2 minutes after the first viewing. SCP-096 will begin running to the person who viewed its face, who will from this point be referred to as SCP-96-1. Documented speeds have varied from 35 kilometers per hour to kilometers per hour, and seems to depend on the distance from SCP-96-1. At this point, no known material or method can impede SCP-96's progress. The actual position of SCP-96-1 does not seem to affect SCP-96's response. It seems to have an innate sense of SCP-96-1's location. Note, this reaction does not occur when viewing artistic depictions. See Document 96-1. Upon arriving at SCP-96-1's location, SCP-96 will proceed to kill and SCP-96-1. 100% of cases have no traces of SCP-96-1. SCP-96 will then sit down for several minutes before regaining its composure and becoming docile once again. It will then attempt to make its way back to its natural habitat. Due to the possibility of a mass chain reaction, including breach of Foundation secrecy and large civilian loss of life, retrieval of subject should be considered alpha priority. Dr. has also pensioned for immediate termination of SCP-096. See Interview 96-1. The following has been stricken from the document. Order is awaiting approval. Document back to normal. Termination order has been approved and is to be carried out by Dr. on See Incident 96-1-A. Audio log from Interview 96-1. Interviewer Dr. Interviewed Captain Former Commander of Retrieval Team Zulu 9-A. Retrieval Incident 96-1-A. Playing log now. It always sucks to get the initial retrieval duty. You have no idea what the dang thing is capable of, besides what jacked up information the field techies can scrape up. You're lucky if they even tell you the whole story. They told us to bag and tag, didn't tell us about not looking at the dang thing. Could you describe the mission, please? Yeah, sorry. We had 2 choppers, one with my team and one on backup with Zulu 9-B. And Dr. We spotted target about 2 clicks north of our patrol path. I'm guessing he wasn't facing our direction, or else he would have taken us out then and there. The report says SCP-96 didn't react to the cold. It was -°C. Actually, it was... And yes, it was butt naked and didn't so much as shiver. Anyway, we landed approaching the target and Corporal got ready to bag it. That's when Dr. called. I turned to answer it, and that's what saved me. The target must have turned and my whole squad saw it. That's when SCP-96 entered an agitated emotional state. Yep. Sorry, got the wheelies for a second. That's alright. Yeah, well, I never saw its face. My squad did, and they paid for it. Could you describe a little more, please? Yeah. Started screaming at us and crying. Not animal roaring, though. Sounded exactly like a person. Really creepy. We started firing when it picked up Corporal and ripped off his leg. God, he was screaming for our help. Anyway, we were blowing chunks out of the target round after round. Didn't do anything. I almost lost it when it started him. That's when you ordered the use of an AT-4 head launcher. An anti-tank gun. Started carrying it ever since SCP got loose. I've seen those tearing through tanks like tissue paper. Did the same thing to the target. There was significant damage to SCP-096. It didn't even flinch. Kept tearing apart my squad, but with half its torso gone. But it was taking damage. If it wasn't showing it. It must have lost all its organs and its blood, but it didn't acknowledge any of it. Its bone structure wasn't hurt at all, though. Kept tearing my squad apart. So no actual structural damage. How many rounds would you say were fired at SCP-96? At the least, 1,000. Our door gunner kept his GAU-19 on it for at least 20 seconds. 20 seconds. That's 650 caliber rounds pumped into the thing. May as well have been spitting at it. This is when Zulu 9B arrived. Yeah, my squad was gone. Zulu 9B managed to get it in get the bag over its head, and it just sat down. We got it into the chopper and got it here. I don't know how I never saw its face. Maybe God or Buddha, whoever thought I should live. We have obtained an artist's depiction of SCP-96's face. Would you like to view it? You know, after hearing the thing's screams and the screams of my men, I don't think I want to put a face to what I just heard. No, just no. All right, I believe we are done here. Thank you, Captain. Let this be on record. I am formally requesting SCP-96 to be terminated as soon as possible. Ending log now. Well, sounds that Captain had a horrible time then. Hopefully SCP-96 is terminated soon. Document 96-1. Experiment 96-1 is headed by Dr. Dan. Purpose is to test SCP-96's abilities while obtaining complete physical description of SCP-96. D-9031 is a 32-year-old convicted felon and former tattoo artist. D-9031 is placed inside Bathysphere 303-A, which is then lowered in the Tonga Trench off the coast of New Zealand. Position is approximately kilometers from SCP-96's temporary containment cell at site. The following was recorded via video surveillance in the Bathysphere 303-A, between it and Dr. Dan's control site on the New Zealand mainland. Bathysphere 303-A reaches the final depth of 10,800 meters. It stopped. What now? Do you feel fine? No sickness, anything? My ears hurt. That should be expected. Now on your left should be a steel container. Open it and there will be a Melina folder holding several photographs. Open it and describe the first photograph, please. Nothing. It's an empty cell. Thank you. Please set this photograph face down on the receptacle to your right and look at the next photograph. It's the same cell, but there's a foot in it, I think. Describe it, please. It's pale and bony. Sort of creepy, actually. Place the photograph on the receptacle face down and look at the next one. Okay. Oh, crap. Describe the photograph. It's I don't know, some creepy person. Describe the photograph, please. Heck, man, he's pale. Has wide eyes and something creepy's happening with his mouth. The heck is that thing? This point, approximately 13 minutes and 13:32 standard time, Dr. Dan and Experiment Control is notified that SCP-096 has breached containment. The fastest path to SCP-96-1 has been cleared of civilians and other image capturing devices, and SCP-96 is now being tracked by satellites via tracking collar. On your right, there should be another steel container. Open it. There's a pad of paper and a pencil. Yes, please draw a sketch of the photograph you saw. SCP-96-1 mumbles an expletive and spends the next 20 minutes drawing a sketch of the photograph. The time of completion, SCP-96 confirmed to be kilometers away from SCP-96-1. I'm done. Good. Place the drawing on the receptacle to your left and close the door. SCP-96-1 complies and the sketch leaves bathysphere 303A in a watertight buoyancy container. The other photographs are then incinerated on the onboard incinerator. What now? What now? Please stand by. 40 minutes pass. SCP-96 is now confirmed to be at SCP-96-1's position and is diving. Transponder signal ends at 9,339 meters as pressure goes beyond the device's operational limits. The camera shows the bathysphere shaking slightly. From SCP-96-1's reaction, it is assumed that SCP-96 is on the hull and is visible through the viewport. Oh, crap. Crap. What the heck is that? Video and audio feed is cut as the hull of bathysphere 303A is breached. SCP-96 was recovered by Surface Recovery Team Foxtrot 303A without incident. Sketch of SCP-96 is also recovered, and a quick test confirms no hostile reaction from SCP-96. Sketch is sent to experiment control on New Zealand, while SCP-96 is moved to permanent containment.
Cool.
Well, I think that concludes our lecture for today. Thank you all for listening, if indeed you still are, and you are all dismissed. Goodbye.